2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Washington Wizards playing against the New Orleans Pelicans. Looking at the last game for the Pelicans, it was a loss to Boston. A crushing defeat in that one. Still with a sour taste in their mouths, they're looking to play much better. It has been an interesting ride thus far. Kenny, some teams really improving after a sluggish start.
Yeah, well, credit the people running those franchises. Always look to improve. That's what you have to do if you're a franchise head. You can't just sit back and say, hey, we're going to accept this mediocrity.
No matter what your record is.
No question.
No, the season is a marathon, not a sprint. Lots of
let me write that one
downs.
down.
Just keep trusting yourself.
The season is a marathon.
Not a sprint.
Not a sprint.
And then make sure you put Shaqstradamus.
Shaqstradamus.
Did you actually make that up?
Something that was already said many
it
moons
just came
ago.
off the top of the
never
head.
heard
And you're
that
acting
before.
like it's your original thought.
It is my original.
I've never heard
It's
that
not a
before.
marathon, it's a sprint. Yeah, get away.
Who said that before? I've never heard that.
Oh,
I got one for you, Ernie.
What's that?
E equals MC tripled.
I've
Think
never heard
about
that
it,
either.
Kenny.
no, nobody has ever said that either.
Think about it, though.
I've thought about it all I want.
I did the math. It doesn't work.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We're at the jam-packed arena here in New Orleans. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. And back in action is John Wall. They are more than happy he's suited up and ready to play.
Well, I mean, that was a short leave of absence, and now that they have him back in the fold, we'll see if he can pick up right where he had left off.
Clark, plenty of speed and explosiveness on display tonight. When you widen your lens a little bit, how do you think athleticism in this league has changed throughout the years?
Well, it has grown exponentially, Kevin. When you think about the advanced training methods, the knowledge around nutrition and rest and strength training, so beneficial to the athleticism that we see in the league. As a matter of fact, I question whether or not I would be able to play in this day and age based on the athleticism I had back in the 80s. I would have to really embrace that fitness and strength training to another level to play today.
Oh, I think you would have played in any era and been just fine.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm not so sure, though. These guys get after it. They're bigger, faster, and stronger than any players of any era to date.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. All at point with Beal to his side. They're the deadly backcourt pair. Portis is out there with Green, and it's Parker in at the 3 slot. That free throw good from Randall.
You know, Julius Randle is a young power forward, a little undersized for that position, but fairly dependable. Good movement when he gets to the basket, and he knows how to finish inside. Surprised his rookie option wasn't picked up, but he made the best of it in free agency.
And so he hits both. And for Randall, a free agent this past summer, it seems he never felt truly wanted by the team that drafted him.
Well, you know, he's dealt with injuries early in his career and a lot of trade rumors, which can affect a young player in a negative way. I think he's still shown solid improvement in his first handful of years in the league. And again, you've got to recall and remember how young some of these guys are. Even when they've been in the league 4, 5, 6 years, some of these guys are like 22, 23 years old. And that's still not enough time for them to fully mature as players.
Now here's Peyton following the miss by John Wall. Payton passes to Davis. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Washington has possession. 6-point game. To the paint. Here's Portis. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Payton against Wall. Payton kicks to Davis. Back to Payton. And here's Miller outside. Rebound by the Wizards.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Parker finds Wall. Payton against Parker. And the pass to Beal. 5 to shoot. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These the new power rankings. They tell a great story. You look at Minnesota. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at where the Pelicans are, they've started out slow. It's not for a lack of want to. It's just the way the roster is composed. They have as many questions on that roster as they have answers.
Wall passes to Portis. Payton kicks to Holiday. To the middle. Here's Randall. Great D that time from Green.
The defense did not do a good job guarding that one, Kevin. Don't know how he missed that layup.
Passes it to Wall. It's Beal on the wing. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him. As the season gets longer, so does the injury list. And Clark, you've taken a look at how you stay healthy, what these athletes have got to do, changes from era to era, but what precautions do teams take right now to ensure their players are at their very healthiest?
Well, you know, I think it's all about preventative maintenance and really good training and medical staffs, and most of those in the NBA are excellent. Do a good job of the preseason work, the conditioning work, the customizing of routines of weightlifting and recovery for each player. And then it's a matter of the player following the protocols and his particular program so that you fight off injury. And if you do get injured, it typically isn't, you're not out for extended periods of time. So, and then the emphasis on rest cannot be overstated. Teams are doing a much better job at managing the bodies of their players.
So for the Wizards, their last game a loss to the Rockets. Payton against Wall. Beal from long range. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Beal's got 5 now.
Yeah, you know, John Wall is so masterful as a floor general. He's a real maestro out there. Terrific at finding the open guy on time and on target.
Now here is Davis. Pass to Payton. Kicks it to Randall. Right wing. Here's Holiday. And he uses the glass on the layup. Holiday's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Now here's Parker. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Wall against Payton, and stolen by Payton. Floats it up for Davis and finished off by Davis.
Oh, I love the way Peyton is always looking to swing the ball. I mean, he's constantly on the lookout for the ball reversal to help an open teammate get a shot.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Now here's Beal. 35 points for him last game against Houston.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
New Orleans leading by 3. Randall finds Peyton. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Beal with the steal. And here we go. Washington fast break. And a wide open look for Portis. And it's good on the assist by Parker. He has 5.
Phenomenal court vision by Parker. He really has all the tools to be a great player in this league.
Bounce pass, Holiday. Green against Randall. Peyton in the corner. Clock at 6. Here's Davis. The shot, no good. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Inside, here's Portis. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now let's find out what head coach Scott Brooks had to say to David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, Kevin, the crucial aspect in his mind is making things tough for them inside. He said they're a physical team, and they bring a lot of intensity. If we don't respond when they push us, we'll just get bullied all game. You're going to get down in the paint tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Nice shot by Portis. And so Holiday will bring it up for New Orleans. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, we saw no matter what they tried offensively, the opponent just had the answer.
Yep, they sure did. Seemed like they had them completely figured out. Hammered them with their aggressive defense throughout the game.
Now here is Holiday trying to claw his way back after a terrible showing in that loss to Boston. Beal taking his time here to the inside. Out to Parker. And it's Wall in the corner. Over Peyton. Wall's shot is off.
It's just one of those games for him so far. Nothing seems to be finding the bottom of the net.
They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Wall. Right at the free throw line. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Wizards lead by 2. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Washington.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Randall. Johnson comes in for Miller. Ejuan Moore is checked in for Drew Holiday. And Ian Clark subbed in for Elfrid Payton. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Dwight Howard's checked in for Bobby Portis. Sam Decker comes in for Green. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Jabari Parker. And Satoransky's subbed in for Bradley Beal. Washington has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Ariza passes to Wall. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Johnson finds Okafor. And he uses the glass on the layup. Okafor's got the game tied up here for the Pelicans.
Superb work from Okafor from the interior. I mean, just a tireless worker wreaking havoc in the paint.
That's tipped to the inside. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Great reach that time by Howard. He went way upstairs to throw that one down. Can pretty much get any pass that's around the goal. Well, it's been a terrific career for Dwight Howard. I mean, you think about it, he's dominated at both ends of the floor, and obviously one of the outstanding rebounders of all time. Who else would put up 30 and 30 in a game at age 32? That's going for the cycle, 30, 30, 30.
Washington shooting 40% here in the early stages. And Wall kicks to Howard. Back to Wall. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And, of course, with Howard Clark, there's been some debate. Will he be voted into the Hall of Fame?
Well, I think he's got a pretty strong case. Long-term success and consistency. Pretty impressive individual numbers. I mean, his numbers compare favorably with Tim Duncan, David Robinson, Elvin Hayes. Rings are important in building your resume, but I think he's got enough to warrant getting there without a championship ring.
And the Wizards making a change here. Ryan's checked in. Hits the three-point bomb. Now it's a 5-point Wizards lead.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
And here we go. Ariza heading to the hoop. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Davis.
The well-seasoned Ariza continues to make a difference. I mean, this veteran is a reliable scorer and a quality defender. Trevor Ariza, a long-limbed defender, offensively a complimentary scorer. You're not going to run your offense through him, but he can space the floor and make big shots when you run offense to him.
Now here's Davis. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Boston. Pass to Satoransky, and the wide-open shot from Decker. The Wizards with another miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Clark, in today's game, you need role players like Ariza, don't you?
Yeah, you do. And he's a prototypical 3-and-D wing. Brings consistency and maturity to his role, sacrificing stats and individual recognition in service of the team. And he's also a guy who's won a championship.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Washington leading now by 5. Moore with the steal. Outside, Davis. Out left to the wing. Clark for 3. No good there. And Washington the other way now. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game, because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, I suppose that's right, but it still was heartbreaking. I mean, you hate to lose in OT, no matter how hard you played. You want to come out on top if you're going to play those extra minutes.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Wizards beat them last time when these two teams met in Washington.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, sloppy play sabotage. I mean, they'll have to be much more focused this time around.
Sheck Diallo, he's checked in for the Pelicans. 59 seconds left to play in the first. Moore against Satoransky. Clark, the pass to Johnson. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by the Wizards.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
Agreed. I mean, when the defense is right there, you got to move the ball, make the extra pass. That's a case of a poor shot selection.
The shot by Satoransky, no good. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Johnson kicks to Clark. That 3 off the mark.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Here's Howard. Lays it up off the glass. Howard's got 6 points.
The concentration, the strength, the balance. Howard doing a nice job staying focused on the rim despite getting hit.
And so it's the Washington Wizards in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. The Wizards with a bad habit of playing down to the level of competition. Bradley Beal says it has got to change.
I think our biggest problem was not respecting our opponents, thinking it was going to be easy. We have to realize that everybody in this league is a pro. Everybody's capable of winning. Everybody's capable of scoring. And it's tough to win in this league. So it's important each and every night that we come out with the focus and mentality that, yeah, we're a good team, but we still have to produce on the floor.
Well, the Wizards are a team with a lot of confidence, Greg, but you have to watch out for overconfidence.
Like he said, it's about respecting your opponent and bringing maximum level effort every time.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Just jumped all over him, Greg. I mean, pounced on him, using their length and quickness to come away with those steals.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So, the Wizards 5 right now. Satoransk there with Trevor Ariza. Then it's Decker. Then there's Howard. And it's Bryant in at power forward. Here's Satoranski. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Houston.
And don't let his defensive work get passed over. With all his steals, he was just as valuable on D as he was at the other end.
Clark, certain guys just keep adding to their game every year, even to the point where it's now surprising how far they've developed and evolved.
Yeah, and that's fun to watch when you see guys that start at one point in their careers and then continue just to expand and improve their game. Victor Oladipo comes to mind. Obviously, I keep an eye on my former team, the Pacers, quite closely, and his growth is really fun to watch. Kyle Lowry became more of a three-point shooter after being primarily a driver early in his career. Chris Middleton. I know Giannis gets a ton of attention in Milwaukee, but Chris Middleton really has expanded his game to the point of being all-star caliber, and I think will be an all-star at some point.
And the Pelicans with possession here after the basket by Washington. Back to Holiday. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he's kept his percentage at a decent level, right around 74.
Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Payton's checked in, and a switcher also for Washington. Beal's checked in. That's good from Holiday.
He's only listed at 6'4", but Holiday plays bigger than that. That's the case on D more than anywhere else. He can guard three positions, and there's a lot of value in that.
Now here's Ariza. 20 points for him last game against Houston.
And you know, Kevin, his creativity really on display that night. I mean, he was threading beautiful passes everywhere.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3. Pelicans with the rebound. Right side Holiday. Back to Johnson. The 3. And the Pelicans get it back. Here's Payton. And it's sent back by Howard.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
Some changes for New Orleans. Julius Randle comes in for Okafor. And Miller's subbed in for Stanley Johnson. Jabari Parker's checked in for Washington. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Payton. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
And even with the defense all over him, Payton refuses to panic. I mean, just takes his time, shrugs off the defense, and gets the shot off cleanly.
And Satoranski kicks to Beal. And it's Bryant in the corner. Fires from deep. Buries the long-range jumper. Bryant's got 5 points now this quarter.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Satoranski against Payton. To the paint. Here's Diallo. That one's not going to go. Some solid defense from Bryant. Tipped away. Taken away by Holiday.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
And so Satoranski will bring it up for Washington. They lead by 7. Outside Beal. He kicks it to Parker. Lobbed up there for Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
Here's Randall. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Howard. He's got 8. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Washington shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Free throw good, Satoransky. The position of power forward, Clark, that was your position. Did you ever think it would become a major weapon for stretching the floor as it is now?
No, I didn't see that evolution happening. I mean, again, at that time in the 80s, even into the 90s, you had the small forward and the power forward was more of an enforcer. I was actually kind of a hybrid at the time because I could deal inside effectively on the glass and because of my size and strength, but also could step out and put it on the floor and pass it a little bit. So, no, the evolution with the 4-man in this day and age, I did not foresee that at all. Love what's happened with it, but it speaks, I think, to the athleticism and skill of these bigger guys now.
It does. John Walls checked in for Satoransky. Peyton. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Portis, he's checked in for Dwight Howard.
One shot.
That's good from Peyton.
The reason Peyton has a promising future in this league is because he's a stat sheet stuffer. He does it all.
Wizards leading by 7. Now here's Wall. He's always able to provide big production, averaging 22 points a game. And Beal kicks to Wall. 6 on the shot clock, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for the Wizards.
Liking the effectiveness they've shown here from three-point land. And I say, hey, shoot it more. They've been successful with a high field goal percentage, and we'll see if that continues to be a part of their arsenal.
Now here is Holiday. He has 7 to the middle. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Randall.
And does a nice job feeling his way around the interior. Randall just scratching the surface of his vast potential.
Here's Parker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. A drive by Beal, and he gets it to go. And the Wizards lead by 7.
Man, you like this intelligence he plays with. You got to respect that. Gets to his spots and scores efficiently.
Beal with the steal, and here we go. Washington fast breaks, and the dunk by Parker.
Boy, for a big guy, Parker has excellent speed. He's got some great wheels on him, taking off like a runaway locomotive as he runs the floor in transition.
Now here is Holiday. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Miller outside. Back to Holiday. Over Beal and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And it's 9 points for Drew Holiday. Washington leading now by 7. Wall finds Parker. Beal with it. Over Randall. Beal can't get it to go.
Not surprising he missed that one, though, Kevin. I mean, the defense was very aggressive on him there.
Diallo, the pass to Holiday. Shoots over Beal. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
For Washington, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
The exceptional Parker will only continue to get better over time. I mean, he has tremendous drive to be one of the all-time greats.
Anthony Davis is checked in for the Pelicans. And Parker drops them both. And you've got to root for Jabari Parker, the second overall pick. Clark back in 2014 out of Duke, but 2 separate tears of his left ACL have held him back.
Yeah, the injuries have certainly derailed his ascension, but the talent level is obvious, Kevin. I mean, this team won 4 state titles in Illinois at Simeon High School. That's actually the same school that produced Derrick Rose, and I think if he can stay healthy, he's clearly all-star capable.
To the inside, here's Green. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 4 assists in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Miller. Washington's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And Wall kicks to Beal. Over Payton. Beal can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Holiday finds Randall over Green. Here's Davis out of bounds. Washington takes possession.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Jeff Green? 11th in field goal percentage and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And as you mentioned, one of the more efficient scorers in pro basketball. He challenges defenders with his bravado, and more often than not, he prevails. Ian Clark's checked in for Payton. Miller, the pass to Davis. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Washington leading now by 7. And Wall kicks to Parker. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. In the 3rd position, the Wizards.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Now here is Holiday. 9 points in the game so far. Randall against Green, and it's Clark in the corner. Sinks the 3-pointer. And now just a 4-point Wizards lead. Washington's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the 2nd quarter so far. Wall finds Parker. Here's Green. Parker looking around. Pocket 6. And here's Wall outside. Trains the 3-pointer. Wall's got 5 points so far.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
And Holiday, here we go. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Okafor's checked in for Randall. Johnson comes in for Miller. And Moore subbed in for Drew Holiday. Decker's checked in for Washington. Reza comes in for Bradley Beal.
Davis is really the total package. A mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
Washington leading now by 4. And Wall kicks to Ariza. Back to Wall. Inside. Here's Decker. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Good job putting the pass in front of him, throwing it where he's supposed to be, not where he is, paving the way right to the bucket.
Moore outside. Down low. Here's Okafor. Washington with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. Ariza passes to Green, and it's Green with the jam.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Here's Clark. The pass to Moore. There's 1:54 left in the second quarter. Dishes it to Okafor. No good off the back of the rim. Washington leading now by 8. And Stanley Johnson is going to pick up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. For Washington, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. Free throw drops for Ariza.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Howard's checked in for the Wizards. Ariza hits them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Pelicans trail by 10. And Moore kicks to Davis. To the middle. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Washington fast break. Ariza's got the ball.
And Ariza very alert. Gliding down the court with ease. Excellent in transition.
Clark finds Davis. Moore outside. Can they get it? And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Moore's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
Now here's Wall. 5 points in the game. Just 5 to shoot. Lobbed up there for Howard. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, nice job that time by rolling after setting the solid screen. He's excellent in these screen and roll sets.
32 seconds left now here in the second. Moore passes to Okafor. And stolen by Ariza. Wall wide open. And again, Washington with the triple.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pelicans trail by 14. Here's Clark. Passes it to Davis. Moore outside. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
And so it's Washington. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, you were not happy with the offensive execution in the first half. Do you have to push the pace harder in the second half?
No, the pace is a good pace for us. We just can't turn the ball over. We did a poor job, had too many turnovers that quarter.
We'll see if you can keep it under control in the second half. Thank you, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Washington in control. They lead by 11. Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
The three-point shot was their best friend. I agree with the strategy. When it's working, take advantage of it. I don't really like it. Live by the jumper, die by the jumper. But tonight, they're living, and they're living good, baby.
And Kenny, what'd you see from New Orleans?
Well, I think their problem is rebounding, Ernie. You know, when you're trying to come back in a game, every possession counts because each possession can turn into points, and you need to cut that deficit quickly.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
Welcome back to New Orleans as we take a gentle cruise down the Mississippi River before returning to action. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
And I'll tell you, his work on the blocks in that first half, really impressive.
Yeah, he squatted on that paint area and owned it, perfectly using his size and that soft touch inside. That's a heck of a combination. Strength, size, and soft touch. Nice.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Down low, it's Randall and Davis. Payton and Holiday are together in the backcourt, and it's Miller in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now here's Green, just 5 on the clock. No good. Davis with some nice deep. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for New Orleans. Holiday. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Holiday's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for New Orleans. Washington's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the three ball well. Parker outside, kicks it to Beal. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Holiday. And so the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last. Well, for New Orleans, shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Payton against Beal. Payton finds Holiday. Basket, good. Holiday's got 13 points.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, just a real lack of aggressiveness there right now. I mean, can't give up these types of layups to begin the quarter, Greg. I mean, that's a no-no.
Now here's Beal. He has 7, and Elfrid Payton with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Here's Wall, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, John Wall, Derrick Rose, and Russell Westbrook came into the league around the same time. All of them in the conversation for most athletic big point guard in league history. Of the 3, I think John Wall, the most prolific playmaker, always looking to create for his teammates.
He's off on the first. And John Wall is such a multifaceted game, it almost feels wrong to call him a pure point guard. But that's what he is, isn't he? Just loves to set up his teammates.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And he can score at a high level, but it helps him as a playmaker. Guys thrive playing alongside him because he commands so much attention.
That one is no good.
Hard not to appreciate the brilliance of Wall. I mean, a super fast, quick player. A guy who runs the offense exceedingly well.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Wizards leading by 7. And here's Wall. He's got 8. And Beal kicks to Portis. Back to Beal. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Wall. Over in the corner, Green. 6 to shoot. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Here's Beal.
You know, one of the things that makes Holiday such a terrific defender is his long arms. I mean, he excels at using them no matter who he's defending.
Inside. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
And with the Tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
You're exactly right. Halting the other team's run momentarily. Let's see what he comes up with now, Greg.
And a quick review, looking at some numbers here for Randall. He's getting around 16 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And, you know, it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been stellar as well.
Here's Wall, following the score by New Orleans. To the middle, here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
New Orleans making a switch here. Moore's checked in. And then for Washington, Bryant comes in for Jeff Green. And Zedaransky subbed in for Bradley Beal. Now, here's Portis. 7 points in the game. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Holiday, the pass to Davis. Moore outside. There's the three. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got his 3rd assist on the night. And so Zedaransky will bring it up for Washington. To the left side wing. The shot missing. Randall with some nice D. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. And it's sent back by Bryant. Parker against Miller. Parker kicks to Zedaransky. Outside, Wall. Banked in off the glass. Wall's got 10 points.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
Now here is Holiday. 15 points in the game. Pass to Moore. Bryant against Randall. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Good on the three-point shot. And that's 18 points for Davis.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Ball against Moore. And it's Parker in the corner. Gets to the corner and buries it. Parker's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Man, he's just such a smart shooter as Parker. Noticing the defense was backing off of him just a little too much. He took advantage of it and made them pay dearly.
Now here's Moore. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Pelicans trail by 6. And Holiday kicks to Davis. There's the pass to Miller. Over Parker. They get it back. Randall on the follow.
So dangerous on the offensive glass. Randall in beast mode.
Now, Satoransky. 7 points in the game. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
Yeah, recalibration time with the timeout call there.
New Orleans making some changes here. Diallo, he's checked in for Davis. And it's Stanley Johnson in for Miller. Then for the Wizards, Howard comes in for Bobby Portis. And Trevor Ariza is subbed in for Bryant. Ariza kicks to Wall. Howard, the pass to Ariza. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got 4 assists now tonight.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 15. He can't hit that time. Now Washington takes it the other way. Wall, no luck.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Washington leading now by 6. It's tipped. Moore with the steal. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And stolen by Howard. And it's E'Twaun Moore with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And also, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they really had it going tonight.
And Washington making a change here. Decker's checked in. It's stolen by Wall. Ariza kicks to Decker. Wizards passing it around. The shot by Satoransky, no good. Pelicans trail by 8. Here's Johnson. From down in the low post, it goes. Johnson's got his first points in this one. Wizards have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. And it's E'Twaun Moore with the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And so Wall nails both of them. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for New Orleans. He dishes it to Randall. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Terrific body control by Randall. And one machine.
On the free throw, no good.
And, you know, he was a high pick in 2014. Randall played just 14 minutes as a rookie. Broke his tibia. But since then, he's bounced back nicely.
Now here is Holiday. 15 points in the game. That one's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Johnson.
If you let him get that deep, this is what you can expect.
Yeah, he's not only strong as ammonia down there, he's smart as Einstein, too. Poor effort from the defense.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
And now we go to the 2K leaderboard. What a season it's been for these teams on the offensive glass. In third, the Pelicans.
And just having a terrific year on the offensive glass, it's because everybody buys in. Not just the big men, but even the guards are getting in on the act.
Satoransky against Holiday. The dish to Randall. Outside Holiday. To the paint. Here's Diallo. Rebound by the Wizards. Satoransky looking around. Right side Wall. Puts one up from 19. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Wizards lead by 8.
Sensational at hitting the glass. Howard has fantastic timing when he goes after those rebounds.
Holiday goes in. Makes it off the glass. Holiday's got 8 here in the quarter.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Wall finds Howard. It's stolen by Randall. Holiday against Satoransky. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Drew Holiday. To the inside. Cuts off the pass. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. No good on the free throw. Okafor is checked in for New Orleans. Elfrid Payton comes in for Ejuan Moore. And a switcher also for Washington. Green's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Wizards leading by 3. Satoransky with it. He has 7. And there's the feed to Payton. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. For Washington, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Ariza passes to Decker. Satoransky against Payton. Passes it to Diallo. And there's the foul. It's on Sam Decker. That's his first foul. Wizards making a switch here. Beal's checked in. There's a minute 34 left in the third. And the basket by Payton.
Really like seeing Payton operate inside. I mean, showing once again that he's got the total package.
Here's Ariza. He's got 11. Outside, Beal. Puts up a 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Beal's got 10 points in the game. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Now here is Holiday. 20 points for him. Here's Diallo. Down low. Here's Payton. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Beal. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That's it for him. He's fouled out. Now we'll go to the line for 2. Frazier, he's checked in for Elfrid Payton. The first one falls.
And the former Hoya Green, a ranging forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Miller's checked in for New Orleans.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Holiday dishes to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. And it's Miller in the corner. The three-pointer, no good.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Now here's Ariza. 11 points in the game. He kicks it to Decker. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Decker's got his second bucket. Holiday with the three, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. John Wall getting it done for the Washington Wizards. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Pelicans trail by 7. So on the floor for Washington. Wall and Beal pair together at the 1 and the 2. Green is out there with Trevor Ariza. And it's Howard in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Johnson. Here's Okafor. Another shot. Washington with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. There's the triple. They get it back. Howard. He feeds it to Ariza. And the foul's on Sheck Diallo. That is his first foul of the game. And the Pelicans making a change here. Davis is checked in. And Washington has possession. 7-point differential. Back to Howard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's Miller on the wing. Ariza covering. Pass to Okafor. Holiday with the three. The three-pointer is right on target. Holiday's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for New Orleans. Wizards leading by 4. It's Beal on the wing. Howard finds Wall. Taken away by Holiday. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Here's Davis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 8th assist in the game. Here's Beal. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Howard. Ariza against Miller. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Beal with the 3, and Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Johnson kicks to Miller. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Jabari Parker's checked in for Washington. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Miller against Wall. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Two shots.
That free throw missing.
And he's letting a lot of points get away at the free throw line tonight. It's got to be frustrating to have all that hard work not pay off.
And he sinks the 2nd. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for New Orleans. They've only given up 1 point in the 4th quarter. Dishes it to Miller. It's tipped. Goes up on the high post. And the shot is long.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now here is Holiday. Okafor kicks to Johnson. Inside. And it's Davis missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Beal gets a wide open look. Off target with his three. Pelicans trail by 5. Shoots from the right block. And here's Miller outside. He can't get it to go. Now the Wizards take it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. And there's Bradley Beal on the assist from Green. And that's 13 points for Bradley Beal. Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, absolutely, Greg. I mean, of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can. I mean, you just never know when injuries might show up.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Randall comes in for Davis, and it's Etuan Moore checking in for Johnson. Miller, the pass to Randall. Over Howard. And it's sent back by Howard. There's Beal with the three. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Boy, awful defending, really. But in the end, they dodged a bullet. They can't let shooters get clean looks from outside. Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
Wizards leading by 6. And here's Wall. Kicks to Howard. And the call will be against Darius Miller. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
Portis, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. Now here's Green. It's Beal on the wing. He's defended by Randall. Just 3 to shoot. Portis. And it's good on the assist by Parker. 10 points for Bobby Portis.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Well, I'll tell you what, Greg, what can they do? I mean, nobody can miss a shot. I mean, these guys are bringing it on offense right now.
Randall finds Holiday. Back to Randall. Over Green. Randall no good.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Here's Beal. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. And so it's New Orleans with it. They trail by 9 points. And Moore kicks to Holiday. Back to Moore. To the inside. Wall with a block. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Now the pass to Miller. To the paint. Here's Randall. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Randall's got 4 points this quarter.
Doesn't have the great length, but Randall with the attitude to beat up guys on the inside.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw line. And the second free throw, good. Pelicans trail by 10. Passes it to Randall. Back to Holiday. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
That free throw good from Drew Holiday. Now Wall. He dishes it to Beal. Top of the key. Bullseye. And the Wizards lead by 9.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
Now here is Holiday. Here's Okafor. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Washington Wizards. They've led by as many as 14 points. He kicks to Beal. Pass to Parker. 6 to shoot. And the shot goes down.
Muscle up. That's what Parker's telling those guys trying to defend him in the paint. He's really good at establishing his post position down low.
Holiday surveying the floor. Okafor, the pass to Moore. Feeds it to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Such an exciting young player. Randall flexing his muscles there.
All with it. Parker outside. Green against Randall. And it's Green missing. Pelicans trail by 7. Now the feed to Randall over Green. Randall with the bucket.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
Parker outside. At the elbow, Green. Right side, Portis. Goes up on the wing. The shot's good. Portis has got 4 points in the quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And Holiday kicks to Randall. Back to Holiday. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Holiday's got 28.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're in a hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. And now let's check in with David Aldridge to see how Anthony Davis is doing. David.
Hey, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for New Orleans. After taking a look, he informed me that it doesn't look too bad. They're going to hold him out for the rest of the game, and though they don't think he'll be out long, they haven't ruled out the chance that he could miss additional games as well. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Yeah, I'm with you there, guys. One thing we know is that he's not going to let it get him down. I mean, it'll only motivate him to work harder to get back as soon as possible.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Now here's Wall. Beal finds Green. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Wizards lead by 9.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Holiday, the pass to Moore. Again, New Orleans turns it over. Johnson, he's checked in for New Orleans. Wizards leading by 9. Here is Wall. From the wing, and the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
You know, Wall's done a nice job, in my opinion, of improving his mechanics with his shot. It's not quite a pure release, but much, much better than it was a couple of seasons ago. And he's really become effective from the mid-range area.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Okafor is checked in for Ejuan Moore. Pass to Randall. Shoots over Portis. That one's good, and the Washington lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Randall.
You talk about scoring the basketball, the complete package tonight. Randall starting to exceed some people's expectations.
Now the pass to Beal. Lays it up and banks it in. Beal's got 11 in the second half.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. The killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
Wizards leading by 11. Parker outside. Kicks it to Green. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Holiday against Wall. Holiday finds Okafor. Tipped away. 6 on the shot clock.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Washington.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And, Greg, that's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
Hey, you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for John Wall.
He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Now Parker following the miss by Julius Randle from deep. Beal, the pass to Portis. It's deflected.
Does not have a shot blocker's reach, but Randle makes up for it with excellent anticipation.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
One shot, find the lanes.
That one misses for Okafor.
And already Okafor has become a dominant big man in the association. Has a good number of post moves to choose from, in addition to a nice jump hook.
Now here's Satoransky. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks. With John Wall. John, it sure looks like the chemistry is coming together. What is the bond like with your teammates?
We enjoy playing with each other. We have great chemistry. We all work hard, and we know how much we mean to each other, how much we work every day, and we're just trying to keep getting better each game.
Well, the work is paying off, John. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.